Bill as amended is passed.
Getting an immigration bill through the Senate was no easy task. And what lies ahead on the path to overhauling immigration law is sure to continue firing up constituents on both sides, with political maneuvering not easily deciphered by the average voter. Coming almost 3 decades after the last major change to immigration law, this bill will need to be passed by the House of Representatives before it can become a law. But making it up those steps may prove to be the biggest challenge yet.
The House is not going to take up and vote on whatever the Senate passes. We're going to do our own bill.
The Senate bill lays out a 13-year process through which people living in the U.S. without legal status could apply to become citizens.
The path to citizenship is unfair.
Despite opposition, 14 Republican senators were convinced to support the bill, swayed in part by an amendment that dedicates $40 billion to the hiring of 20,000 new Border Patrol agents and building 700 miles of fencing. But that may not be enough to secure Republican votes in the House, where many disagree with any sort of path to citizenship.
We could be stuck with a very bad bill on the way to the president.
Citizenship has become the most controversial point in the negotiations, and many House Republicans have vowed to remove it entirely. Meanwhile, Democrats have signaled that move would be a deal breaker. There are a few provisions that are popular in both chambers, like requiring an electronic verification system for employers, instituting a merit-based point system for legal immigration, and issuing more temporary visas for both high-tech and low-skilled workers, though there is disagreement over how many of each kind. There's still a long way to go before any immigration bill can become law. But if one does pass, it will be the first plan in decades to address the status of more than 11 million people living in the United States illegally.